extra minutes.
She got the way to move me, Jerry. She got the way to move me, Sweet Caroline.
I have to confess, I was actually quite excited to meet Neil Diamond. He is a huge star and he's been around forever, starting back in the 50s. And he's a really interesting person. I mean, he started doing pre-med at university, but then just had this love of songwriting, so sort of moved into that. Once you start going through his old catalogue of hits, you just realise how many he's had. And I think my favourite Neil Diamond album would have to be Hot August Night. And that's an album that I think pretty much every household in Australia must have owned. We took Neil back to the Greek Theatre where he recorded this album, and it was amazing because he was quite overwhelmed by being there. And there was this crazy moment when we're on stage. The Greek Theatre is empty, and Neil pulls out his iPhone and starts going through it to find the Hot August Night Live album. And so he finds it, starts playing the prologue, and then he could just tell he just kind of went back there, and he said, oh, the string quartet, they were over here, they started playing, then you can hear the band, and the audience starts to settle, and he goes, and see, this is when I arrive. And launched into Crunchy Granola Sweet, and he started singing.
Damn.
What do you do when Neil Diamond sort of, breaks into song? You've kind of got to go with it. I had a great time with Neil. I wasn't quite sure what to expect when I met him, and he was fun, he was engaging, he was really generous with his time, and it was just great, to see his home, to be welcomed into his house, to go back to the Greek Theatre with him, to walk through his studio where there's just album cover after album cover and, platinum records, and it was great. It was actually fun times.